Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with Thursday's look at any weather worries that we may have across the region. Actually, not too many here in the Arklatex. The biggest worry, obviously, Tropical Storm Erin, but that will not impact our area the way it looks right now. Erin has strengthened since yesterday. Max winds up to 60 miles per hour, and that strengthening process likely will continue. Latest forecast issued this morning by the National Hurricane Center shows the storm becoming a hurricane late tonight and then becoming a major hurricane during the weekend. Eventually, we could see maximum sustained winds up to 125 miles per hour. Notice a turn towards the northwest this weekend, and early next week, we'll see a turn towards the north. It still appears as if Erin will track to the east of Hatteras in North Carolina and stay away from the U.S. coast. But this cone here is the average error of these forecasts from the Hurricane Center. So if you project this out, there's still a possibility it could graze the east coast, something we'll be watching for very, very closely. And as I mentioned, this track will not influence the Arklatex. Elsewhere in the tropics, it is relatively quiet. The Hurricane Center is sending a plane to examine this cluster of thunderstorms over the southwestern Gulf. This probably will not become a depression. There is a chance it could. That tropical moisture probably would stay towards south and move into South Texas. Here, we're going to be under the influence of upper-level ridging, which is going to develop and settle over the middle of the country here heading into the weekend. That's why we're going to dry out and heat up. And then that ridge will center itself more westward. That will allow the chance for the scattered shower and thunderstorm to return by the end of next week. And then we'll see that ridge try to reestablish itself over the southern sections of the country late next weekend. Main concern here at home is going to be the heat. We do have a heat advisory in place for tomorrow at least, as the heat index likely will surpass 105. In fact, that could end up being the case through most of the next week, with temperatures in the mid to upper 90s for daytime highs. And notice a little subtle cool down late in the 10-day period. As far as your weather worry index, keep it at 2 today. Really no big concerns as far as severe weather, although we could have a few scattered storms which could produce some gusty wind for the rest of this Thursday. Main issue will be that heat that I mentioned, as that heat index again could surpass 105. Here are the details in your 10-day forecast. Upper 90s Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Best chance of rain probably going to end up being next Thursday once we get past this afternoon. And you can see temperatures should ease back into the middle 90s by the end of next week and next weekend.